still not wanting to believe that it was all trauma-based. Still in that mindset of that everything I experienced was real. And at the same time, trying to look at it from a rational, logical, you have been triggered kind of view. Because there was potential things in there that could have upset me and put me on this path of not knowing what was real or not. So while I'm trying to be rational and logical about it all, I really am still thinking, no, I know what I experienced. I just don't understand why no one else is experiencing it. And then my ego and my awareness of ego is like, well, who do you think you are? What makes you so special? Why would you have experiences? Or what are you lacking in your life where you feel like you need to create a reality where you have experiences? So, how could my mind basically create all this as if it's real? I know that the mind is fragile, and I'm very aware that this could all be made up in my mind. It could all be. And it's really lousy timing that it did happen to be at a time when I was testing myself of accepting what is and loving everyone for who they are and all that these other triggers came up so that I have to question everything, so that the visions I got did lead me down a bad path and that kind of thing. And at the same time, I'm wondering what else is going on. And that just sounds so delusional to my rational, logical mind. And at the same time, I really experienced it. And at the same time, when I'm explaining it to other people, I have to do this rational, logical explanation of it. I have to talk on the same terms as what is expected by society. No one can speak what they're really thinking here, and there's something that just dramatically wrong with that. We're living in a world where we have a fucking jail around our own thoughts. We're not even allowed to think our own thoughts. We actually have a prison around our own thoughts because we cannot think that way, because society does not think that way. And I feel like that is sort of part of the scam. And because of that, I refuse to completely dismiss all the experiences that I had. Unfortunately, I also don't disregard the fact that the experiences that I had could have been delusional from my mind because of the stresses and traumas and things that were brought up around the same time. And it's so hard to work out which one, or even if any of them are real, or if, I'm on the right track with certain different things, and that just sort of threw me off track. And why, why did I get thrown off track, and then what makes me so special to be thrown off track? So despite what I just said, I actually do feel clear. I still don't know what to believe, but I'm looking at it in a way where, I think that it isn't a good thing to put a prison around your own thoughts. I think that everybody is doing that. Every single person that you speak to, everyone, you, me, my family, my friends, everybody is putting a little prison around their own thoughts. They're not thinking, they're not allowing themselves to think so that they can live with sanity and try and get a peaceful existence while they're in this human form. And I'm not blaming them for that. I think that's quite a rational thing to do. I'm just not built that way. I am a truth seeker. But it also means that I can be more succumbing to conspiracies and things like that, because I'm actually reading that stuff. I'm actually researching that stuff. I'm actually thinking about that stuff. I'm not putting a prison around my thoughts about things. So I can also be easily led down the wrong track if I've got a bone and I want to chew on it. So I've got to be really more mindful about which rabbit holes I go down. You know, you could be anti-government, but what are you going to do? Be an armchair warrior? You could think that reptilians are controlling the entire human race, but what are you going to do about it? You can be aware of New World Order stuff, but what are you going to do about it? Nothing. Post to Facebook something? Be another armchair warrior? Like, I've just got to, you know, you could think that the world is flat again and go into that flat earth theory or the hollow earth theory or the holographic universe things and all that kind of stuff. And actually, I do find them interesting. But I'm not going to spend that much time in there, because what am I going to do about it? You know? I really got to pick my battles. I would rather find things, okay, well, what is going to serve my life, the life of my family, the life of my friends, you know, help people and leave a legacy. I don't know how long I've got here. I don't know if we die or where we go after that, and that would be more interesting for me to explore than conspiracy stuff. The reason why I'm so interested in all that, because I was so close to death, and not that long ago, and it did change the way that I look at the world, and it did change what I wanted for my life, and it did show me what was important in my life. And then somewhere along the line I got sidetracked from, you know, what is important, and when you're at your end of your life, you realise what is important to you, and that's what you need to focus on. So definitely good advice from others to know thyself, which is kind of a loaded question in itself, because we really don't know who we are, you know, beyond. Once I started asking those questions, I didn't stop. You know, who are we? Where did we come from? What are we doing here? What is our purpose in life? What is the reason for this? Do we die? Do we come back? Do we continue on? Are there other dimensions? Is there parallel realities? What happened to me when I got sick and got better? How did that happen? What really happened then? And what about all these other experiences? And what about all these miracles all over the world? How are they doing it? How are we doing it? You know, why do some people do it and why some people can't? Is it just our belief? Is it just our intention? Is it just our vibration frequency, the dimension that we're in, I don't know. And I'm not going to stop searching for answers there and trying to get some kind of clarity on that. But I am going to be careful about where I delve. I'm trying to look at the positive side of what these crazy experiences did for me over the last month. I mean, it brought every single one of my fears to the surface. But I do feel like I've moved down another 100 universes and am living down in the darker realms at the moment. And it's not that I'm not depressed. So no, anyone that's worried about me there, I'm just mindful. I'm not sure what beliefs to believe right now, because I'm still trying to figure out all the things that I experienced. Since it's very hard to show you record what was going on in my mind at the time, so that we can all sit down and psychoanalyze it all. Watch it like a movie and go, okay, now that I've seen what she's seen, maybe I have a different idea about but when I talk to everybody else, I just have to do it so logically, analysing it like I had some kind of psychosis. And I haven't dismissed that, but I still haven't dismissed all the experiences and what's really going on. So I kind of feel like a detective trying to put the clues together. So I'm at my park at the moment, quite beautiful. I'm not going to be here long because it's going to get dark and I won't know how to walk out of here because I don't think there's any lights here once it goes dark. But I will sit here and contemplate life. But yeah, just going to sit here away from the computer for a while. I don't need any more information coming into my head at the moment. Alright, bye.